What's up, guys? It's your boy Aaron. I'm just gonna test out if our voices are actually good to go. Hopefully there's no technical difficulties today, but we'll have to see in terms of today's audio thing. So here I go. And okay, great, it works perfectly. Okay, so what's up, guys? It's your boy Aaron, and you're watching, well, not watching, but you're listening to the Aaron audio live stream with my special guest host. Since today we've got March Madness going on. Katie, what's up, Kate?
What's up?
Nothing much. How's your day so far?
Good. Busy.
Good. First of all, I just want to say thanks for, first of all, sending me the image of St. Patrick's Day, even though it's very late, so happy late St. Patrick's Day. By the way, cool photo. Yeah, I mean, basically, I think it's going to be a very good show today. Hopefully no technicals, so, but, yeah, Kate, so far, I think there was one game that just finished, right? If I'm right, it was.
Yes, but what they were doing is they're trying to see about 2 to 4 more teams being the NCAA.
Yeah.
So right now they're not the major games. The major games will start on Thursday.
Yeah. So
The
yeah.
deal starts on Thursday.
And the next game is actually going to be Temple versus Ballet, right? If I'm mispronouncing it right? Temple versus Ballet?
Belmont?
Yeah, Belmont. Yeah. So, well,
as usual, my dad took the brackets because I don't have that right on top of me.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, in this game, I want Temple to win it. And, the reason why I'm trying. Yeah?
Why Temple?
I think they're pretty dominant, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I don't know who these teams are, so, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't really care, but it looks like Temple is a pretty dominant team, so, I'm not gonna cheer for them, but, so, yeah. But, Kate, share us your, do you want to share your bracket with us? I mean,
I wish I had it, but unfortunately I don't.
So, yeah, and it's okay. Yeah.
I can't, but I can tell you I said Michigan going all the way, so that's my prediction. But again, as you said, you don't know what teams are really going to win this. So it's really hard to say at the meantime.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the tournament. Everyone is excited. They want to win some money. You've got all these
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
But
Wait, is your audio on? Because your camera's still on your phone, on my phone.
What, Kate?
I can still see your face. I wasn't sure if that means you can still see on the.
Oh no, because when you go on YouTube, you're just gonna see our 2 pictures. So you're gonna still see my logo, and you're still gonna see your picture of you and your yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because if you go on your yeah, that's why I was asking you for your image, because I was like, you know what, I think let's try the audio and see how it works out, so that way we don't have to be like too much technical and
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're like multitasking and trying to see how it looks like on YouTube, that would be, you know,
Oh, okay.
like yeah,
Good to know.
yeah.
Good to know.
So,
I
you
was
know,
like, what in the universe is this?
yeah. Because if you go on YouTube, you'll actually see your picture and my picture, but you know I'm gonna
Oh,
be on the
okay.
left, you'll be on the right. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So
it's nice they can do this in their own homes and not have to be at someone else's house.
yeah. Okay, so Kate, do you want to check out the game and we'll both put it on mute and we'll both react to it?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna do it on my phone, and then I don't know how you stream your games, but um, yeah. Okay, so far it's commercials with me. I'm already live streaming it. I don't know what about you, Kate, but if you're not live streaming it yet, take your time. And for those of you who are listening, I'm very very sorry for not putting it. And for those of you who are listening, I'm sorry that I can't really put on the game on, because then I would be copywriting. So, you know, I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I think. What's up, Kate?
Sorry about that. It's getting all staticky, so it's just like, nope.
Oh my god. I hate it when that happens. Okay, so it looks like we got a little disconnected there, but you know, you're back. At least I'm not doing the whole video thing, so that's good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'm watching the Temple and Ballad game. Of course, you know how to pronounce it better than I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know, and guys, they're also both in 11th place. If I'm
Yeah.
okay,
So
so
playing for 11.
yeah. Of course, it's a little sad to see some of the reporters filling in for I forgot his name. Oh my god, he passed away a couple. Craig Sager. Yeah, it's really sad not to see him in the reports, because he was an amazing reporter for the NCAA. I wish he could be there for the report of the March Madness, but you know he passed away a while ago. Yeah, he was styling and profiling. You know, he was really the guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really liked him. I really kind of looked up to him. You know, he was kind of funny and, you know, all that. But you know, rest in peace, and hopefully he's watching the games with us, and you know, hopefully, you know, yeah. So, um, yeah. So, guys, if you're watching this on your TV screen, and you probably saw the starting lineup, you probably already know what's the starting lineup. If you don't, go on the app and make sure to see it. But now the game is about to start. Jump ball. Kate, I don't know how many seconds you are behind, but tip off just started already, and they're now passing the ball. So I don't know, where you are in terms of how many seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what's happening on your screen? Like,
I'm literally just turning on my own TV.
oh,
um. Do you get anything?
it's on True TV.
Yeah, it's trying to figure out my number though.
Yeah. Okay, so Temple has the ball. I do not know their names, but you know,
Did you watch the 6:30 game?
what?
Did you watch the 6:30 p.m. game?
Yeah, I already watched the tip, so I already watched the
Was
jump.
that for the 6:30 one?
What?
Was that for the 6:30 p.m. one?
Um, I think so. When did the game start? It definitely started right now. Do you have the app? The March Madness app?
I do, but it doesn't always work. Let me X out for a sec and maybe check that for a sec.
Yeah.
My apology.
No problem. At least we're doing a live stream audio, so you know. Yeah. But so far, Temple has gone to the line. They made an and one, and they missed two. They missed one shot. So, you know.
Let me Google it because the app is very annoying. My apology about that.
Yeah.
You might not be able to get my face for a minute, so
Yeah. Don't worry. We don't see your face basically.
Oh yeah. So
How many minutes is it on yours?
1839 and 1839, I think.
Okay, because I'm on 1807. So I'm kind of ahead of you in a way.
Well, I also pulled it up on my computer because it wasn't acting right on the app. So
Yeah. So you know what? Even though that I might be ahead of you, I'm not gonna spoil it. So if I do, I'm sorry, everyone. So you know. Yeah.
All right.
But at least you're watching it right now, so that's a good thing. And Belmont just made a 3-pointer. So spoiler alert. But yeah, I mean,
Just be a little extra careful on how much you're spoiling, though.
what?
Just be careful on how much you're spoiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow's games, just so everyone knows, you got NC Central playing at North Dakota State along with St. John's against Arizona at 6:40 p.m. and 9:10 p.m.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not gonna tell you what happened, Kate, but I'm ahead of you, so of course I really want to say it, but you know I'm just gonna keep it inside. So, you know.
Yeah.
But you'll see what happened, cause yeah.
Well, the TV is more accurate than.
Yeah, the TV is like
Sensor.
yeah, cause when you watch it on TV, it tends to go like I think it's like 30 seconds ahead, but when you watch it online, it's like what 30 seconds or like 45 seconds behind. So they're like, oh, we don't know if he's watching it on the app or something. Because that's the thing with technology, you know.
Oh yeah.
And just to let you guys know, where these two teams are playing at is in Dayton. So, you know, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Kate, but if I'm saying it wrong.
Dayton. Yeah.
Dayton?
Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I don't. Kate, is there a game here in New York? Like,
I want to say it's the Sweet 16 is going to take place at the Barclays Center. That
Oh my
does
God.
not get very cheap. So I would highly suggest if you can watch it on TV, watch it on TV.
yeah. Yeah, because I feel like everyone, like almost every school is gonna be there. I mean, like, if we lived in Dayton, and like in Dayton, we would be fine, you know, like, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Yeah.
little seats, you know, it's not too pumped up, but you know, there's very little, so
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you also have to remember too a little bit now it's not so much about the games and stuff. You also need to be careful of the location.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Also, guys,
keep
make
that in
sure.
mind as well.
Yeah. Also, guys, make sure if you like my design and you really want to know how that I did it, make sure that you comment down below. And yeah, I mean, I worked hard on it, so I was like, before I left to my class, I was like, you know what, I'll do it right now, and then I just did it, you know, because it was like what 5 o'clock, so I was like, screw it, you know, 5 o'clock, here I go, and you know, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you could see it, Kate, but you know, it really looks good. The design that I made, so you know.
Yeah, you know, I don't have YouTube on, but sometimes I'll wait till everything comes out, and then I'll just take everything from there just because it's easier.
Yeah. I mean, I could also send you like a little pic of it, you know, from my phone. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe during halftime or something like that. But right now it's commercials, guys. So if you're listening and you're probably like on the go in your car or something.
And be careful because just be careful because these commercials can be pretty funny as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention which commercials because they're cars and you know car insurance and you know all those like Geico commercials. So basically, I'm not gonna be mentioning those because it's really boring, and we all know that you know what's the point of me saying, oh, I'm watching a Geico commercial or something like that.
Just be careful where you are.
Yeah. Oh, right, because you're 30. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Are you up to the commercials, Kate?
Yeah, I watch a lot of different commercials.
Okay, so we're kind of on the same page, but I'm ahead and you're behind, so okay. Yeah. I think my brother told me that there is a website where you could watch the same screen, and I don't know if it's Google Hangout, which we kind of tried a couple of times, or if it's another website, but I'll ask him again when I get to see him. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys, it looks like we just got disconnected again. Yeah. What's up, Kate? What's up?
Sorry about all the static, everyone.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, so in a little bit we're going to be talking about the bracket and you know the teams that are really good. So you know we're gonna try to multitask at the same time because I'm gonna pull it up on my screen and yeah. So you know, yeah. Yeah. Was that you, Kate?
Yeah, I sent you a message.
Oh.
Just saying, be careful where you're sitting.
What?
Just be careful where you're sitting because it's staticking sometimes.
Oh. So. Oh, right, because you could. Yeah, I'm still on the thing, so. I'll go back here. Wait, so you can't see me, or?
I can now. Yeah.
Oh, because I'm probably like this, right? So you really can't see me, and you could see the wall, right?
Yeah.
And you could put and the TV.
Yeah, I can see the TV.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, I could turn off my camera if you want me to.
I don't care.
Okay. By the way, guys, we could see each other, but you guys can't see us. So, bummer for you guys, because we don't want you to see us. That's the whole point. So, me and Kay could see each other, but we don't want you guys to see us, because last time we had a lot of technical difficulties. We had to start all over, and it was just 19 minutes. I was like, yeah, this is not going to work out.
Exactly.
Yeah. But in a little bit we'll talk about the teams and all that, including this game where it's Belmont and Temple. So.
And then you'll have the full breakdown. Starting Thursday, the full breakdown of all the teams, who's playing who, and who could be possible. Some question marks around there.
Yeah. But yeah. So I think right after the commercial breaks, we'll talk about some of the teams.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to be quiet, but I really can't. I'm like, oh, I gotta talk about it. It's just that you're behind, so I'm like, oh, I don't want to spoil it.
It's almost like talk about it in your sleep.
Yeah. I don't usually talk about it in my sleep. I'm like, the only time that I'll do that is like if I watch Star Wars. Like, oh my god, what if Darth Vader comes in here? Woo! Yeah. So, yeah. But guys, any questions that you want to ask about March Madness or the NBA draft, make sure to comment down below, and yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Kate, if you want to share it to your friends or anything like that, I don't have a problem, because yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. And that goes for the same for my page. So I'm probably not gonna post it yet, but yeah. And
Alright, sweet.
yeah. Kate, what's going on your screen? Because I don't want to spoil it. Kate.
Yeah.
What's the what's your TV telling you? Like, where are you in terms
Mine's 22 to 17.
Oh, so you're still okay. But did they take a timeout? Did they make a shot? Like, do you know?
I didn't pay attention to that, so I can't really say.
Oh. Okay, so do you mind if we talk about the teams and the player?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Kate, what do you have to say about the teams and how they're gonna play tomorrow and throughout March and part of April? Well, actually, yeah, the beginning.
I think it's a game by play and a game by game situation. It's hard to say in an early stage.
Yeah.
again, you can make guesses, but it's hard to really say until you physically watch the game on Thursday or Friday, whenever they possibly are going to play.
Yeah, and guys, I'm gonna put on the not the bracket, but the teams that are playing. For the East, I'm gonna mention some of them because I really can't read it. You have got. Actually, I'll put it on my images, so I'll minimize this, minimize that, minimize. Yeah, okay. Alright, I can't. Okay. I can minimize this, right? Okay.
Does any of your family watch this yard? Like your cousins in Israel or anything?
What?
Does your cousins in Israel watch your YouTube page or anything, or no?
So, not really because of the time zone. So, right now it's like the middle of the night over there, so if they're probably watching, I don't want to wake them up. So, it's kind of like hard to tell, because at the same time, if your relatives lives like so far, you don't really want to wake them up. So, you know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I actually have the teams. So you've got Duke, you've got UCF, you've got Liberty, you've got Maryland, you've got LSU, you've got Yale, you've got Minnesota, and you've got Michigan State. Kate, can you see can you see the
bracket?
Yeah, or not the bracket, but the teams.
I could follow it on the NCAA.com, but I cannot follow the actual bracket on YouTube.
Yeah, cause if you go on my YouTube live stream, I put a picture on it, so I don't know if you could actually read it, but you want me to read everything, and from there we'll talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So then for the South, we've got Virginia, we've got Old Miss, I think, right? Am I saying? Okay. Oklahoma.
State's on there as well, so you're gonna have both, but I'm not sure which is which.
Okay, so then you've got Oklahoma, you've got Wisconsin, you've got Oregon, Kansas State, Villanova. Guys, just bear with me because I really can't read and it's very blurry. You've got St. Mary's, which I'm really shocked about a couple of days ago because I thought they were.
I'm shocked about that one.
Yeah. You've got Iowa, you've got Tennessee, and then for the West, you've got Gonzaga, you've got Syracuse, you've got Baylor, you've got Florida State, you've got Vermont, you've got Buffalo, you've got Arizona, you've got St. John's, you've got North Kentucky, you've got Nevada, you've got Florida, you've got Michigan, and you've got Montana.
Arizona's going along with St. John's. We don't know who's going to be in that one yet.
Oh, right. So, which one was that? St. John? Oh, right. Okay. So, okay, because where I'm reading it, it says Arizona and St. John's. So I don't know if they're still going up head to head, but yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
the games don't start until Thursday, but
yeah, because
the 4th.
Yeah, because now I see it because it says first 4, and then on the bottom it says that they're going up in the first 4. So, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so then for the Midwest, we've got North Carolina, we've got Iowa, right?
Iowa State, yeah.
Okay, we've got Utah State, we've got Washington State, I think, right? Or
Washington University.
Yeah. Then we've got New Mexico State, Kansas, Iowa State, Ohio State, Ohio State,
Yep.
Houston,
Yep.
Georgia State.
Yeah, and Houston's along long.
Yeah, Kentucky,
Yep.
Wolford.
Wolford.
Yeah, Wolford. And yeah. And then for the game, guys, it says down below, if you could actually see it, there's going to be this game, Tempo versus Babbitt. Yeah, which is on. And, me and Kate are a little behind from the TVs. So we're kind of multitasking at the same time. And then I think North Dakota already played, right? Okay, did they play?
They play tomorrow at 6:40. So if you want to watch it, 6:40 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, and then I think there was one game right now that just finished. I don't know which one was it, but
yeah, that was FCU against Primeview.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know. Yeah. So, guys. I mean, to be honest with you, this bracket is gonna be like amazing to actually, like, not this bracket, but these games are gonna be like really amazing. And by the way, Kate, I actually turned off my camera, so you're not gonna see me, but you'll still hear me. So,
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So now I'm kind of back watching the game. I'm not gonna spoil it, Kate. But do you want to talk about something in particular, like the teams or something, and who do you think is gonna win?
Yeah. So okay. So going to the teams, I really think Michigan because they were solid seeded team throughout the year. So I really see them winning.
Yeah.
Again, people talk about Villanova, but the thing is with Villanova is that they lost more than what they usually lose. They lost more than what they usually lose. So I don't see them going that very far as I would really anticipate.
Yeah. Yeah, because
now if they gone far, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, because usually Villanova kind of wins. They're a winning team, but now little by little, since they won that buzzer beater shot, it hasn't been so great. They haven't been so bright.
No.
So and they've been taking everything very easy. So
kind of dull to me.
Yeah, they kind of disappeared into the shadows, which is kind of weird.
Exactly. That's what I think.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what I think is that, listen, I think Michigan is gonna, I think Michigan is gonna kind of go back. So, no, which one did I say? Yeah, Michigan. Why am I thinking Michigan State? I'm thinking about Michigan. But I think that Michigan will go back to the Final Four. And the reason why I'm saying that is not because of Tim Hardaway Jr. and Trey Burke, but former Knicks. But
yeah.
The reason why is because, first of all, I really want them to get to that stage and to get their opportunity. And second, I mean, listen, they're a hard-working team. Every time they would get to the finals, every time they would get to the Final Four, they would just lose that bid. When was the last time that we've seen Michigan actually win it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time, so because I think, listen, I do think maybe Duke could win it with Zion and Sexton, right? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I think Duke will probably win it, but at the same time, it's like, listen, Coach K, he's kind of very, he's like a hustler, so he's like very tense, so yeah. But give credit. Give credit to Duke. Give credit to
Oh
the
yeah,
college. You know, I mean that school. You know, it's the top school now. You know, like for for sports. You know,
exactly.
you're watching Zion killing it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. You know, like it really is.
Mhm.
So, you know, but guys, um, you know, just let us know in the comments who do you think will win March
Yeah.
Madness, and yeah. So, you know,
Alright.
um, but guys, I've also wanted to talk about something that kind of has been bugging me out. And no, it's not referred to like what I've been talking about in my previous live streams, but it's about basketball. And I don't know if you guys saw the Knicks versus Lakers game, but
I don't think I did.
you know, there was a point where um, LeBron and you know some of the other players were like, "Oh, you know, he's not this that." So you'll kind of like see it once I you know. Okay, so let's kind of move this. Okay, so basically what happened 2 days ago, guys, is that um, with Clyde Frazier, who is a former Knick, he has been talking, I don't want to say trash, but he's been talking very weird lately. And basically, it was the Knicks versus the Lakers, and he said that LeBron James is, you know, he's not as like, I don't know how to word it out, but he said that you know, that he's not collaborating good with the team, and he's not just, you know, like next year he's gonna go somewhere and all that. I listen, guys. I forgot what he said, but he said a couple of, you know, weird things about LeBron James, which I have to disagree on because he is LeBron James. You know, who doesn't like the king in LA? Now the thing is with LeBron and the Lakers, they're now in 11th place. So for the Lakers, it's not good, and for him, it's not good. So they wanted to trade him, and then they wanted to, you know, do all of this craziness. Now, you know, everyone is asking in LA, wait, what are we going to do with him? Are we really going to trade him? This is kind of creeping me out. I hope we don't really do this and this and that. So, you know, and then I think it was like, what, today, Steven Jackson was like he was very, very nasty on Walt Clyde Frazier, former Knick, and it just it made me really disgusting because the way that he worded him was very disrespectful, and that shouldn't be treated to a legend who won 2 times in a row. So Jackson, if you're listening to this, think before you speak, because it's not going to offend Clyde, but just think, you're not a championship. You never won a champion, so don't ever talk to a former championship like that. So think before you speak.
Mhm.
But I'll put it on right now. Um, yeah, so let's see. Let's see if I could actually find it. Um, Yeah, I mean, really, guys. It was shocking when I just heard this from you know when I heard it from what's his name Clyde Frazier. So here's what he actually said. Uh, Take a listen.
Is not going to be around anymore. Stephen, what was your reaction to Clyde's comments?
Saying that LeBron is not with the team, that he doesn't care anymore. First of all, well, nobody cares about your suits. Nobody cares about your mustache, your haircut, or anything. I was born in '78. I don't know too much about you. This generation don't know too much about you. I'm sorry, bro. You way out of line. I mean, anytime a team's losing, anytime LeBron losing, everything is magnified. Yeah. He always sits at the end of the bench. And if anybody on that team is coming out and saying he's a bad teammate or we don't want to play with him, no. Well, you way out of line. You need to worry about getting up to date with your suits and stop worrying about what LeBron doing.
Here's the thing that Steven did not understand. First of all, why criticize about his hair and his suit? Do I really give a crap about his suit, about his hair? No.
No.
But why would you talk about someone who's better than, I'm not going to say better as Michael Jordan, but better than other players? Why would you say that? First of all, the guy's not even playing good. Second of all, I do agree with you in a standpoint where, yes, he is kind of the king, but at the same time, is he doing good for the team? No. Should we trade him? No. But listen, I'm not a Lakers fan, so I can't judge and say, he's not doing good for the Lakers, and maybe the Lakers are going to fire Luke Walton and this and that. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, Steven Jackson, you have never won a championship in your entire life. How do you have experience in winning one, man? You're criticizing a person over his suit and his hairstyle. Really?
Oh, please.
Like that's like messed up. That's like telling me, "Oh, you haven't you look bad in this t-shirt or you look bad in this dress." Like, come on. Like what are we playing? Are we playing The Sims? Like, do you know that game?
Not necessarily, but I do agree with your point.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm shocked because I don't know how a person like this can have the guts to actually talk. I mean, let's listen one more time. I'm just in shock.
Yeah.
Is not going to be around anymore. Stephen, what was your reaction to Clyde's comments?
Saying that LeBron is not with the team, that he doesn't care anymore.
First of all, yes, I do agree. He doesn't care. But at the same time, he does care. But in a way, these young players, they're taking advantage over LeBron. Basically, the whole Lakers franchise is basically taking LeBron James and telling him, "Oh, you know what? LeBron, can you help us guide to go to the playoffs so that way we can make it to the finals?" LeBron James is not a character where you go to the finals. If he comes to the Knicks, he's not going to take us to the finals. He's just a man. Leave the guy alone. The reason why the Lakers players are not doing as well is because, first of all, it's Luke Walton. Either he needs a vacation this offseason and maybe needs to be replaced as assistant coach. Check. But really, it's think. I mean, it just, okay, let's continue of what he was going to say.
Well, nobody cares about your suits. Nobody cares about your mustache, your haircut, or anything.
Oh God.
My second. First of all, no one cares about your suits. That's number one. Really weird. No one cares about your tie. No one cares about your beard.
Okay.
Um.
But here's one thing. Like, why do you care about suits when you're just taking that for a roster picture and then you're gonna say something about it right after? Really? That just makes
Yeah,
sense.
cause here's the thing. I don't get it. I don't get it with
You're wearing a uniform
with
to your practice.
with
and
Steven. He's
you're
just
taking
very
personal time.
yeah.
You're wearing your uniform everywhere you go and to go to your practices. So yeah, I agree with his point. We don't need to sound so negative about that one little thing.
Yeah, I mean, even though he's a commentator, he's just doing his job. I don't really care about his suits. But he's a legend. He's a two-time legend of a New York Knick. Come on. Like, at least give him a little bit of decency. Just say that you don't respect him. Okay, you know what? I take that back. Respect him. But don't say that you don't care about who he is, the suits, the ties, the beards. What does that have to do with LeBron James? What does that
Exactly.
What
What's that have to do with him as a player? That has nothing to do with him as a player.
Exactly. I mean, let's take it from the beginning because I got to hear this again.
Is not going to be around anymore. Stephen, what was your reaction to Clyde's comments?
Saying that LeBron is not with the team, that he doesn't care anymore. First of all, nobody cares about your suits. Nobody cares about your mustache, your haircut, or anything. I was born in '78. I don't know too much.
Now he talks about himself. He was born 7'8". Steven, I don't give a crap if you were born 7'8" in your mommy's stomach. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, you're a great player, but have you won a championship? Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't care. But the fact that you're talking about how you were born 7'8", oh, come on.
Like 7'8", please.
Ah, God. Okay, let's see what he has to say. I'm gonna just...
About you. This generation don't know too much about you.
And let me tell you this. I was watching early on my favorite TV show. And they said the exact same thing. They were like, well, no one knows who you are, Steven Jackson. No one knows who... Like, really, you're an old school player who's played in the early 2000s. No one remembers you. You're unknown. I know who you are because I grew up in a generation where you were playing around. You were probably in your 20s, like late 20s. But now you see young kids wearing, LeBron James jerseys, like little kids, like 3-year-olds to like 5-year-olds. They don't know who you are. And for you to tell other people, oh, no one knows who you are. Well, let me tell you something. No one knows who you are, my friend, because you're not even relevant in the NBA. You are relevant, but you're not relevant to the young kids who are watching the NBA. I know who you are, but to the younger kids, they're going to be like, who?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, bro. You way out of line. I mean, anytime a team is losing, anytime LeBron loses, everything is magnified. Yeah. He always sits at the end of the bench. And if anybody on that team is coming out and saying he's a bad teammate or we don't want to play with him, no. Well, you way out of line. You need to work.
I agree with you there, Steven Jackson. But here's the thing. Why the anger? Why the anger and the bitterness? Do you want to be a bad butt? I mean, I'm sorry to say bad ASS, but do you want to be that? Because I'll consider you as one. Like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
About getting up to date with your suits and stop worrying about what LeBron doing.
Again, you're going back to the suits. I don't care. I don't. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really care.
No.
The suits. I'll take out my suit. I'll wear it in front of the camera, and I'll record myself saying, you know what, LeBron James, I don't like you. I don't like you. You know what, Luke Walton is gonna get fired. He's not doing good with his teammates. Yeah, I'll bring my suit in and do that, but I have a lot of respect for LeBron James. He's my idol. He's the reason why I'm playing today in the Special Olympics with you, Kate. And you know what? For someone like Steven Jackson and criticizing Walt Frazier, yeah.
To criticize someone like that is just not necessary.
Exactly, because when you criticize a former, you know,
a former player.
Yeah, former two-time champ. Like, really, you know, like, you know what? Let me go on his Wikipedia. I want to see if he actually won his championship.
Yeah, I was going to Wikipedia if I were you. I'd be like, do I really believe this, or
like, did you ever win a championship, or you know, do you love criticizing? Like, do you love criticizing, you know, the heck out of... Okay, let's see. I'm on his thing. Okay. I made a mistake. He is a championship, but he's only a one-time championship. Who did you win with? I'm assuming you won with San Antonio. Mazel tov. I don't care. You won with the great Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich. But that doesn't make you that strong. You're not relevant. Nobody. No. Like, I'm sorry, brother, but you're just not. You think you, like, it pisses me off sometimes, you know, like whenever people are that bitter.
Yep.
You know, because then I'm like, oh, come on. You know? But, that's what I'm going to have to say to you, Jackson. I'm sorry. Clyde, as far as what your opinion about LeBron James, with all due respect, you're one of my favorite players in Knicks history. But when you criticize LeBron James, just don't criticize him too much. I mean, come on, like.
I think he went too far.
Yeah, he went a little. Listen, he went a little bit too far, but you know, he's my favorite commentator, and he's just got to take it easy. You know, now everyone in ESPN and all of those sports industries now they're starting to talk about him. So it's like very weird.
Yeah.
You know, and especially that a two-time champ, you know, talks about a five-time champ, or I think it was four-time champ. You know, that's kind of weird. You know?
It is.
So, yeah, but, listen, it is what it is. I have a lot of respect for Walt Clyde Frazier. He's one of my favorite New York Knicks players of all-time history. As far as for Steven Jackson,
who knows where he goes?
Yeah, Steven, if you're actually playing in the Big Three this year, watch your mouth, because I'm going to come to the Barclays Center and I'm going to boo at you. One day. If you ever criticize Walt Clyde Frazier like that one more time.
You're going to get booed like that hard.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got to say about, you know, these three guys. LeBron James, last but not least, a lot of respect. Please don't attack my boys, Walt Clyde Frazier. I really, really, really look up to you. Please don't insult him. One of my favorite players of all Knicks time. So, you know, yeah. I hope he doesn't criticize him. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But yeah, um, you know, let's get back to the game. So I
It's
haven't been,
halftime right now.
I haven't been keeping it up, but yeah, I don't know it's the score or anything, but yeah.
37-31 at halftime.
Oh wow, so you want to talk about predictions of who's gonna win it?
It's very back and forth. I think it's really early to call, but I would suggest to people, you know what? I would really highly suggest that you keep checking the score.
Yeah. You know what? I'll probably have my
Not
phone at
only
all
check
time.
the score, but check it on your computer, your TV, your phone, whatever is near you.
Yeah. Yeah, so thanks for the recommendation. Okay, so yeah, so 31-37. It's pretty close, but Kate, who do you think at this moment is gonna win at the second half and just win it?
I want to say Belmont.
Oh, and do you have like a reason of why, or not really?
No, I just think the way they played in the first half, they might come out better in the second half as well. So, I mean, but Temple could also turn it around. So it's just a wait and see. It's a wait and see until the next morning, or until you wake up in the middle of the night and whatever.
Yeah, and guys, here's the points and assists and rebounds by each player that they're averaging. So Michael Beckett, he has 3 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And another couple of two that suggested are Kevin McHale. He's averaging 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. So give credit to those two guys, and they're from Belmont. For Temple, there is, very little points. So it's for Nate Pierre-Louis. He has 2 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds, which is kind of very weird. Yeah, the rest, they just have very low. I mean, the highest one is JP, who has 7 points, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds. So that's pretty shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically it's getting exciting by every minute, and during the halftime now, my favorite WNBA player is on, Candace Parker, a one-time champ. So yeah, give her some credit.
Yeah.
I
Give
mean,
them credit.
yeah, because listen, Candace Parker, the last time that she won a championship was 2015, and before that year she was like begging and crying because her daughter was like, "Mommy, when was the last time you won a championship?" And I think she only won it in March Madness, but yeah, I mean, then her coach died, and then she was like, "Pat, this is for you, this is for you," similar to what LeBron James has done. So, but she's really encouraging a woman to actually play the game of basketball. So I'm really proud of Candace Parker and what she's doing, especially her brother, Anthony Parker, who is my favorite player because he also plays for my favorite Israeli team. Well, he used to play for my favorite Israeli team, Maccabi Tel Aviv. And I'll tell you what, her brother is amazing. I mean, I want to go meet the guy. Like, you don't know what it means to meet this guy. Like, he's amazing. And right now he's what? I think he's the president of the direct president of Orlando Magic. So,
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but Yeah. So, but yeah. Um, what else? Okay. What's new in the March Madness world?
It's waiting to see the top four, and the up. I make sure. At least you, Yarn. I will probably just say a quick clip tomorrow about how with basketball everything is going, since everything's related in that. So just keep your eyes out on the TV and whatever possible, even if you're at work. Because these games starting Thursday are going to start at 12:15.
Yeah, and usually I'm at work, so it's gonna kind of be hard for me because, at the cafe, they only have News 12 and all that, so I'm just gonna have to be multitasking. I'm gonna have to be like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, guys, if you also celebrate Purim and you go to college, make sure to get your jerseys for Purim. So Israeli.
What's that?
So it's like the Israeli. It's like the Halloween.
Do they do that in southern states a lot?
What?
Do they do that in the southern U.S.?
I don't know, but it's a holiday where it's kind of like Halloween, but it's
never even heard
it's kind of like instead of giving out candies, you get chocolate cookies, Hamantaschens, and chocolates usually. So it's a fun holiday. Usually everyone dressed up. You'll probably listen, Kate. I don't know where you work at, but if you have if you see people dressing up, that's the holiday. So they're probably just gonna dress up and be like, oh, happy Purim, this and that. So just wanted to keep a highlight out there of for those of you who are Jewish a little bit and celebrate that holiday. Happy Purim, and dress up as your favorite basketball team of March Madness, or whatever, WNBA favorite team, or basketball players. So yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty exciting, but I'll tell you one thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun tomorrow, kind of. So, yeah.
They are now going over to the TV. They are showing clips of the old game. So, for those of you that didn't watch it, to just watching the clips.
Yeah. And also make sure to get the app so you wouldn't so you wouldn't be left behind in the games, whether you're at work and all that. Because usually when I'm at work, and I used to do this a lot at high school because I used to be in class and I used to hide my phone under the desk and be like, oh my god, March Madness, here we go. Yes, yes, yes. And the teachers used to catch me every single time and they were like, oh, you're watching March Madness. And I was like, yeah. And I used to I used to just cringe my teeth, and they were like, yo, we're at school, you're not supposed to do that. And I was like, oh god. Because I was bummed out, and it's kind of hard, school is kind of hard to, but yeah. So, and also now they're showing the other game where it was Dixon versus I don't know how to pronounce the other team, but you'll probably know how to pronounce it better than I do, Kate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Dixon. It was Dixon versus.
Fairleigh Dickinson is playing Prime View.
Oh. Was that now or was that before?
That was at 6:30.
Oh wow.
So that's why they're showing highlights of that one now.
Yeah, wow, I should have. Wow. Wow, and the fourth quarter was really close.
Yeah.
Wow. I've got to say, at first, when you go to when you watch the first four, you're like, it's not impressing me. But then, when it goes to the round of 16, and that's when it starts to, because then you're like, it's not fun to watch. Like, I'll tell you, like, Kate, when it comes to March Madness with my friends, it's like they don't watch it. They don't even tell me that they're gonna watch it. So they're like, no, I don't watch it. I don't know who he is. I don't care which team. Who. Like, the only player that they know now is Zion because it's the most common name.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah. Also, Sexton. Sexton I've heard a couple of times. Who else? What else are some big names in March Madness?
Whatever the other guy from Zeke that could get transferred is as well.
Which guy?
The guy under Zion is pretty big.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all of these teams, basically, they're like it's gonna be exciting, and I'm telling you this, it's pretty gonna get,
huge.
Yeah, it's gonna get huge, it's of every minute, so it's gonna be like, who's gonna win it, what are we gonna expect from all of these teams, from the east to the south to the west to the Midwest,
Yeah.
And watching the first four, it's like, it's not so exciting, but you've got to actually watch it. Like, you can't just stand there and be like, okay, it's boring, gonna shut it down, like.
No, that's not.
Like, you cannot do that. Like, no.
No.
Like, you know what? Like, if it was, I don't want to say if it was the NFL, but if it was that event where it would be like the NFL, and no one would be watching it, like, I don't have any interest in the NFL, but I do keep up with it in terms of the scores. So it's like pretty tense throughout the months. So,
Definitely.
But when it comes to March Madness and you're like a really big basketball fan, you gotta keep an eye out on all of these key players.
Keep your eyes out.
Yeah. Because most of the time you'll see these players, and they'll be like good or not good,
Yeah.
Because, some of these players, they're really good, they're really, really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and like for a team to actually like kind of criticize, like for a person to criticize the first game and be like, oh, it's boring, like, don't criticize, just watch it and kind of be into it a little bit, Yeah, so, so basically, Kate, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to...
You're gonna what?
So I'm going to actually show the rankings, the best players rankings. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, so let's take care of this and let's put Okay, I'm just going to so yeah, so you know what? I think that's okay. Yeah. So let's kind of see. Okay. So basically, let's look at the rankings. Now I know, Kate, you can't actually see it, but for the top 25, it's gonna the top 25. The first one is Daryl Wiltzer and CJ Massenberg. You know, according to what you know, BR report says, is that, you know, these two are really good at playing defensively and kind of like offensively. So it says here that if not for Joe Morton, there's no doubt Daryl Winster wouldn't be Ohio's, you know, like
top player.
Yeah, top player or player of the year, and just to like the shooting, and it said that he averaged 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. I mean, just think about that.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, like that's really crazy. Like, you know, I mean, just to see that, it's like wow. You know, like that's, you know. So, you know, the 24th player is Waiters. He averages in LSU 15 points and five assists. So, to be honest, it's not the best, but you know, it's you know, it's kind of getting in a way. So, you know, by the way, guys, I'm sorry that I didn't really put Daryl's picture, but you know, this is him. So, you know, yeah. And then I just said that he averages 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then from there I went to Terrelman, which is LSU, and then he averages, you know, 15 points and then 5 assists per game. I mean, you know, it's crazy to see all these players, you know, play, and you know, yeah. But you know, and then for 23, it's gonna be Cam Johnson, which he's from North Carolina, and he's averaging 46 3-pointers. You know, that's a lot, and 16 points per game. So that, let me tell you something. I mean, first of all, I'm in shock, because I don't know how to explain this, but when you see someone averaging that many points, it just, my jaw opens. So, you know, yeah. You know, yeah. So, you know, but if you want the link, go to B and our go to the BNR link or something, and just search up a March Madness or something like that. So
just go on your March Madness live even.
Yeah, but we're gonna go back to the game and watch it. Kate, what does your TV screen kind of say on the score?
Hold on one sec. It just went to a commercial.
Oh. Yeah, understand, guys. I'm 30 seconds ahead. She's 30 seconds behind, so it's kind of you know. Ooh.
Yeah, so it is 42-31 now with 18 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm not sure what you got.
So I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. I am 18 minutes and 27 seconds.
18 minutes, 13 now.
Oh, so you're ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not sure why that is, but whatever.
Yeah, so did you probably see the free throw lines?
I don't know. I
Ooh.
don't want
Ooh. Yeah, my God.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Kate, if you want to spoil it, I have no problem. You could spoil it, because I really don't care about the first four, so,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll spoil it later.
Yeah. But if you're listening
you know
to...
how many people watch this?
Yeah, but guys, if you're listening to the show, thanks for, listening. Really appreciate that you're listening. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. But, yeah, nice 3-pointer by Temple. So they're kind of catching up right now. So,
For sure.
Yeah. Any spoilers? Are you sure, Kate?
Well, as of right now, the only spoiler I could say is that FDU's in it, but as of right now, of the nighttime games, I cannot say.
Oh.
If anything, if you want, Yarn, you can share the post on Instagram or something, whatever, tomorrow night. Watch the video.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, also, guys, make sure to comment down below of who do you think will win the March Madness.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to hear my predictions, but, yeah, I told you, Kate, that I'm going all in on Michigan, so,
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good game so far. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Ooh. So yeah. My God. And guys, just to let you know, this is probably the longest live stream that we ever done, because last time it ended at 19 minutes and we had some really technical difficulties, and yeah, I just never knew it would actually work. So, ooh, that was a close dunk.
Ooh. I'm at 15:33 as
Ooh.
we're about to sign.
I'm at 15:55.
Right, well, I'm ahead of you this quarter. I don't know why.
Yeah. Because I'm on the app, so it's probably taking me behind.
Oh, okay. I'm on my TV. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So, Kate, if you when do you probably want to end it?
We can end it now. I mean, because it's so early in the fourth quarter, I just suggest to people to make sure that if you're not watching it, check the scores in the morning because your teams or your schools could be in it. So
Yeah. And I mean, guys, if you like, even if you don't go to college, you've got to watch it. I mean, you're missing
yeah,
out on a number one opportunity that these games are so tight that you really don't want to miss it, and you're like, it's just an unbelievable, game to like watch,
yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
so, you know, um, but yeah, I mean, Kate, do you want to tell your like tell us where you know where like tell us when we're gonna next time see you like you know
I mean, I think you'll see me either tomorrow, or Thursday night. To be quite honest, because everything's gonna really start Thursday and get down to the wire.
Yeah, and guys, we'll also let you know if it's going to be video platform or audio on YouTube. If it's going to be video, probably there is a 50% chance. There might be a slight technical difficulty. I really don't know. We probably have to test it out at first because we had some glitches last time. But if not, we're going to do something similar to what we're doing today because it's working 100% and I'm on the YouTube page of it. So luckily it's running and running and running and it's healthy. So thank you very much, YouTube. Really appreciate it. So, you know. But anyways, guys, right now it is a timeout, and
Yeah, time out now.
yeah, so I think we're just gonna end it there, and me and Kate will talk about it. Me and Kate will talk about the games tomorrow. So, anyways, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, comment, share with your cat, your dog, your uncle, your mom, your dad, your aunt, whoever, your cousins, your brother, your sister, whoever. So make sure to share it, follow it, whatever you do on each platform, and yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Thank you. I'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow.
Okay, Kate. See you then.
See ya.